Hey everyone, my name is Mr. Holinsky and I'm the principal at Hillcrest Elementary in Elma. Now, this year at Hillcrest, we have a theme and it's Disney Hillcrest. So if you can see, I got my buddy Mickey hanging up in the back. And we have a lot of fun with Disney at our school this year. I'm very excited to get to read a book to all of you for World Read Aloud Book Day. So the book I chose is A is for Awesome, 23 Iconic Women Who Changed the World. And it's written by Eva Chen and illustrated by Derek Destrito. Now, before I read, some of you are going to say, I know my alphabet. I don't need to go through all the letters of the alphabet. But trust me, as we go through this, you're going to hear some great stories about some amazing women. Now, I know some of the boys are going to say, wait, this is all about women. Why do I got to listen about girls? Well, the truth is, yes, this book is all about women. And a lot of times we don't hear great stories about women. And so this will help you to understand all of the great things that women have done. Now, as we go through this, I want you to look at all the different ages, all the different colors, all the different activities that these women did, and you'll see that there's quite a range of all the different things that they have done. So, let's get started. Hi, I'm Juno. There's a whole world of inspiring sheroes out there. Get it? They said sheroes instead of heroes. Here are some of my favorites. Ready for some adventure? Let's go. Now, as we read this, you're going to know some of these, but some of them you may have never even heard about before, and that's great. A is for the awesome aviator, Amelia Earhart, the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic. A quote from her is, "The stars seemed near enough to touch, and never before have I seen so many." B is for Beyonce, singer, songwriter, actress, producer, and all around, as you see the emojis, Queen Bee. Her quote is, "Don't try to lessen yourself for the world. Let the world catch up to you." C is for the forever chic, Coco Chanel, designer and OG girl boss. In order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different. Because if you're just like anyone else, you can be easily replaced. D is for Dorothy Hodgkin, a crystallographer who won the Nobel Prize for succeeding in the impossible. E is for the defiant suffragette, Emmeline Pankhurst, who helped women win the right to vote. Her quote is, "We are here not because we are lawbreakers. We are here in our efforts to become lawmakers." I like that one. F is for the flamboyant and fierce Flo-Jo, the fastest woman of all time. When anyone tells me I can't do anything, I'm just not listening anymore. G is for the groundbreaking artist Georgia O'Keeffe, mother of the modernist art movement. To create one's world in any of the arts takes courage. So already we've seen a pilot, we've seen an entertainer, we've seen an athlete, we've seen an artist, we saw a scientist. What else are we going to learn about? H is for Harriet Tubman, the brave abolitionist who helped hundreds of slaves to freedom. I was the conductor of the Underground Railroad for 8 years, and I can say what most conductors can't say. I never ran my train off the track, and I never lost a passenger. I is for fashion legend Iris Apfel, who proves that your own style is the best style of all. When you don't dress like everybody else, you don't have to think like everyone else. Stand out, be different, right? J is for chef and author Julia Child, whose zest for French cooking inspired millions. Learn from your mistakes, be fearless, and above all, have fun. Now, some of you may have watched the Food Network or the cooking show or the cooking channel where they've seen people cooking on there. Well, Julia Child, is one of the first people to ever do something like that. In fact, there was a movie made about her not too long ago called Julie and Julia. K is for Katharine Graham, the formidable first female publisher of the Washington Post. Courage is when you have a choice and you choose to be courageous. L is for Lucille Ball, comedic genius and the first woman ever to run a major television studio. If you have some time and you can ask your parents, ask them to show you some I Love Lucy from back in the day on YouTube. I'm sure you'll be laughing. M is for Malala, whose rallying cry for equity in education was heard all around the world. When the whole world is silent, even one voice becomes powerful. N is for the tempestuous and talented Nina Simone, singer, songwriter, and activist. I'll tell you what freedom is to me. No fear. O is for Oprah, self-made television icon, philanthropist, role model. The list goes on. I wish you curiosity and confidence, and I wish you ethics and enlightenment. I wish you guts. P is for Pat McGrath, makeup maestro and businesswoman. Creativity is the most important skill. Don't be scared to experiment. Q is for Queen Elizabeth I, whose quick wit, strategy, and tenacity brought a golden age to England. I'm not afraid of anything, she says. R is for Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Supreme Court Justice and the Queen of Dissent. Fight for the things that you care about, but do it in a way that will lead others to join you. S is for Sacagawea, intrepid interpreter and guide for Lewis and Clark's historic expedition. T is for the rock and roll superstar Tina Turner, who holds the record for the most concert tickets sold by a single performer. I didn't know that. Her quote is, I believe that if you'll just stand up and go, life will open up for you. U is for Ursula K. Le Guin, prolific and prize-winning science fiction author. We read books to find out who we are, what we ourselves are and may become. V is for Venus, Roman goddess of love, beauty, and victory. W is for Wu Zetian, the one and only female emperor in Chinese history. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I'm going to show you this. And it says, and X, Y, and Z are for extraordinary you and the zillions of brilliant, brave adventures you will have. Now, I'm going to be honest. When I first started to read the title of this book and I saw it was 23 iconic women, I kind of thought to myself, hey, I thought there were more letters in the alphabet. I thought there were 26. Well, that's where those last 3 letters come in. X, Y, and Z for the extraordinary you and the zillions of brilliant, brave adventures that you will have. When all of these people were kids, I betcha they didn't think that they might be able to do something great. Just like some of you, you might be sitting home and saying, I can't do something great. Well, you can, just like all of these women did. Now, when I show you this back page, here is a picture of all of them. Notice some are old, some are young, some happened a long, long time ago, some are current, some are black, some are white, some are Asian, of all different size, color, and race, and it doesn't matter. Women can do great things. All women can do great things. And you, boys, girls, whoever you are, you just got to dream big. And X, Y, and Z, all of the extraordinary you and the zillions of brilliant, brave adventures you will have. Now, I encourage you to think of some other women, like, for example, Vice President Kamala Harris. If this book was written today, I bet you she would in here. Or maybe Venus and Serena Williams, the Williams sisters. They might be in here too. These people came from all different walks of life and did all different activities. But the message is they all helped to change the world. And they helped to create a dream for kids like you. Thank you for listening and take care, guys.